left, and he knows he has to plant the bomb. So he's going to go ahead and take him out.
Huge kill.
Huge kill.
Huge kill.
Play. I mean, huge plays for his team,
Right.
showing him that they were 5-2, now they're 5-3, and like me and Josh were talking about it earlier, one team brought it back from a 5-3. They were down 5-3. They were able to bring it back, and I don't know if they'll be able to do on this one. It's going to be really interesting to see if they can do that.
Right. Well, rumored that was huge. He was in a situation where it was a 2v1 and he was one shot. He definitely should have died in that situation. He came out with it. Huge plays, very good plays. So what I'm expecting to see the same thing from PDX is someone who's got to step up huge as Javi, somebody who normally is very hot for Paradox Gaming. He's kind of slipped off a little bit, so I would expect him to come up huge in these going rounds, but I don't expect Paradox Gaming to just roll over on this one, but I'd like to see kind of a slower round for them, kind of slow things down as Javi actually picks up that kill.
See, that was really good, but I know how you're saying that, how they need to switch it up a little bit. They're not really switching it up too much. I mean, they are playing defensively again, and all you have to do is remember, Javi right now, 1-7 with one plant, and he is the bomb carrier. So you would think after going 1-7 by using the sniper, you would think he would switch it up just a little bit, but it doesn't look like he's actually doing that. So with 45 seconds left, he is going to be the bomb carrier, and he's going to have to push up sooner or later to be able to go and get this bomb planted down. So if you look at where the enemy team is set up right now, one person mid-street, the other person is going to be on the right side of 10 going towards Water Tower. We're going to go ahead and switch over them to see exactly what they're doing. Nelson is going to go and stay back. And right here, he's doing good stuff right here. It's already a 3v1 situation. Make that a 2v2 situation. And Montana and Nelson, 10-3, 11. Ooh, as I say that, 1v2 situation. Ooh, gets taken out.
Huge.
5-4.
Huge. Javi, and what did I say before that round started? I said Javi's been kind of slow. He's kind of fallen off in these later rounds, and he literally took over that round, picking up 3 of those 4 kills. I would expect to have the same thing as my Xbox. Literally just doesn't like me. I think it literally just doesn't like me.
It's completely fine, and as your Xbox goes down, we're going to mess
my
up
Xbox will go
mode.
down.
So everything is going to just go bad for us right now. You can go ahead and come back into the game. It'll be just fine. We'll go and see, as right now, 2 are going to be pushing over to this B side, and 2 are going to be pushing for the A side. So as I say this, we'll pull up that mini-map, and we see it is still a 4v4 situation. So we're going to go and move on over here, and it looks like it's going to be 2 players, Versatile and Nelson, are going to be in the top apartment, and I don't know exactly who has the bomb. It might be going over to that B side, just because we see a lot of the people going over to this B side. PD Greed right there, you can see under the water tower, and what they're doing, playing very slowly, and that's something that we've been seeing a lot of them playing. As you can see, bomb is down right here at post office. So of course, Mathena is going to go ahead and pick that up, and I don't know if PD is still over here. He is right here, still water tower, making sure nobody's going for that B flag, or for that B bomb. So right now, it looks like it's a 2v1 situation.
So I would expect Paradox Gaming to just kind of keep it going. I love what Greed's doing. He's not going to play, try to make any dumb decisions or try to, come out of places. Mathena is going to try to go ahead and get that plant at A. Ooh. Greed does pick up on that and gets that kill before he gets the plant.
No, it doesn't matter. He does get him while he is about to plant that bomb. So, I mean, right now, we were talking about it. 5-3, they've brought it back to make it 5-5. Is going into round 11.
Right. I'd expect nothing less from this squad. Greed coming up clutch when it matters. I believe he was going into that, he went into that round 1-8 maybe.
Yeah, you're completely right. I mean, he wasn't doing very good. So we're going to go into this last round here, and 5-5, round 11. It's going to be completely different here, as we see that they are still going for that B bomb right here. So I mean, PDX Greed, who has the bomb carrier? We're going to go ahead and see right here. So they are going for this B bomb, and I just expected them to do something a little bit different.
He took the exact same route going into this round 11, which is interesting. But one thing that I did notice is that they're very heavy on the dock, as I believe Jester is going to go down.
Look how close PDX Rumor is to one of those people. You can see he is actually in the post office, I believe. I don't know if you can hear him, but they're like right next to each other. He is actually going to go down. So it is a 2v3 situation, I believe. It's going to be in favor of this Paradox Gaming squad. So if they are able to take this out, we're going to go into a blitz game, like one of the only blitz games we've seen on main stage. Right,
and personally, I would love to see that, as Nelson is the last player alive and he gets taken out. So Paradox Gaming down 3-5 coming back, closing it out.
That is absolutely crazy. If you look at the Wash squad, Washed the first half was completely different. Okay, so let's take this all the way back to domination. Completely dominating domination. I mean, they got to dominate domination.
No pun intended.
Yeah, no pun intended.
That seems to be a pretty common one.
Yeah, so I mean, they were able to dominate that just crazily. They went to the first side of domination, or search and destroy, and they showed them that they were playing the exact same way. But in the last half of that search and destroy squad, I don't know if they went into one of those intermission games and like they had some kind of like pep talk,
Right.
but they were just going absolutely huge. If you look on their team, really.
I think someone we have to shout out is Greed. Look at him finishing 7-8-2. He started 1-8 or 1-7.
No, he was 1-7 going into I think it was round 4.
I think it was like 6 or 7.
It was 4.
It was very late. He picked up 2 or 3 kills in back-to-back rounds. So just coming up is right when I mentioned his name too. I was like, I'm kind of disappointed, a little disappointed in Greed. He plays really huge in S&D, and he just picked it up big time. So
if you do that, I mean, you can see on the scoreboard, 11-6, 12-7, they were going completely huge for their team. But even though they were able to get a lot of the kills, they just weren't playing the rounds right. So you can get a lot of kills in Search and Destroy, but even though you have let's just say you get a bunch of kills, I mean, it just depends on if that bomb was being planted or not. So maybe they got a bunch of kills, they killed everybody, but they didn't necessarily get those kills that they needed.
Which was interesting because we talked about how in the later rounds, how things kind of switch and how you want to do different things, but Greed kept the exact same strategy. Or Paradox Gaming kept the exact same strategy for the most part going in, with the exception of going for the A plan a couple of times. But they really locked it down and made some really clutch plays. And when it comes down to it, winning your gunfights is pretty much what matters.
Exactly. So we're gonna go ahead and jump on here. Not domination. What am I saying? It's going to be Blitz on Octane. 30 seconds left. Now this is something that I asked the first time that I cast with anybody. What I like to see and what I like to ask on whenever I ask somebody for the first time is, what are your opinions about Blitz on Call of Duty Ghosts? Because a lot of people have different opinions, so I want to know your specific opinion about it.
So one thing, after talking about this game type, after watching this game type, at first I was like, I'm not sure if I like this, right? But after breaking it down and actually analyzing it on each map, it makes perfect sense, and I really love this game type. And the way I kind of describe it is, it's kind of like playing football, right? So it's like you want to cover the entire map, right? So you want to use your entire field, but at the same time you want to kind of get your first downs, right? You want to inch across the map.
Exactly.
And then eventually you're not going to, I mean, every once in a while you might throw a Hail Mary, right? But eventually you want to make sure that you're smart before you try to score, right? Get in that red zone and kind of grind it in. So it's something similar that you'll see in some game types. Obviously that play style might not be the same for certain teams. Some teams might like to kind of punch it in, but I love watching this game type, especially on this map, because I noticed that how the spawns work is that you might actually have a team. Some of the caps might be so simple that it's like, oh my god, how did that just happen? That was so fast. So I would expect these teams to play very smart, cover their entire side of the map. As we're watching Greed just kind of switching over to Rumor, kind of running through, and as he's going to inch his way back to his goal, and it was taken out. Yep.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing about, especially on Blitz. I mean, you can still kill them as they go through the portal. So you can go through the portal, score the point, but as soon as you get to the other side, you die.
Right.
So that's the thing about it. Is like all you have to do, completely different than capture the flag that we saw in the recent Call of Duty games, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. It was capture the flag where you grab the flag and have to have that I guess team. Oh, do you see that?
That was
exactly
quick.
What
that's exactly what I mentioned earlier
too.
When you kind of just inch through, and some people just find that window opportunity and they just go. And so even when you're watching certain areas, it happens so fast, and that's what I noticed on Octane. It's just the way the points, the way the goals are set up. It's like you can literally, you don't have to inch your way in. Sometimes you can just kind of find that window and just zoom in. So as we see right now, we have a tied game 2-2 going, getting close to that 3-minute mark. And right now we have Nelson doing some big things for that Wash squad, sitting at 5-2 right now.
As you say that, they're actually going to go in. Wash is going to go in for another capture. I don't know exactly who that was. I'm pretty sure it was actually Mathena, because he is on the board with 2 captures. And the thing is, he gets that spawn, and it looks like he's going to try to go ahead and rotate over to there and try to do the same thing. If you look at the minimap right now, nobody is right there at bottom motel, and he is going to be able to go in here really easily.
He's getting shot at across the map.
He is getting shot at. Oh, and he gets shanked. Shanky very much, as he does get taken out and not able to get that. That's Smiting Fatty. I got to take that from Smiting Fatty. One of the casters I usually
love
to cast with. So we're actually going to get the
as my Xbox goes
again.
down.
So, I mean, we're going to go ahead and watch. We can see I'm actually on board right now. And so, PDX Rumor, he's going to go ahead and shoot over towards top broken, and we're going to go ahead and switch on over so you guys can see exactly what is happening here. Nelson right here, 4-3 in favor of this Wash squad. So Wash doing pretty good right now, and as Nelson does get taken out. So Versatile is going to be right here and going towards his teammate and just trying to stay back. And I think what he's trying to do mostly is basically try to defend.
Right, so one thing that we see in this blitz game type that we saw in some of the domination game types is you're going to have those teams that just have that raw slaying power just prevail. As I said, it's a huge kill from Versatile, and I expect someone like Nelson and Versatile to really step up with that whole Washed squad, really taking advantage of their slaying power. And then as they actually score another goal, and I believe, who was it that scored?
I have no idea, but they do.
I believe it was Mathena, now has 3 caps. Very, very impressive as we're getting close to that minute 25 mark.
We get a little bit of lag
so
here.
Go up and score again.
They are going to, well, yeah, they actually go in. So now it is a 6-3 game, 3-point lead, but there still is a lot as they are just completely
yet another
rallying
touchdown.
Points right here. So Jester, if he gets this kill right here, he's not able to get him. What's up?
That play, he jumped on the box.
Well, I think what he was trying to do is
waiting.
like he was waiting and he accidentally either clicked that button or was trying to do something else.
You know what? What's funny about that is I was talking to some of the players and they're like, man, one of the big issues I have with this game is that it's like when I'm running around and I don't mean to, I'll just be climbing on stuff.
Yeah, I think what he was really trying to do was get that jump shot, but he is to jump, A is to vault over things, so that's not going to be a good thing for him. He's not going to get that kill right there. So Montana getting just a crazy, I mean, they are going to pick up another cap. So it was 3-6. It is now 3-8 with 35 seconds left. Montana, really what their team is trying to do now right here, keep 2 people back, make sure to not let them go in for the capture as they are on this side. Just going to go ahead and wait it out a little bit for the rest of the time that's going on, and just wait for this game to finish.
Right, so at this point, definitely what Wash doesn't want to do is they don't want to overextend and try to give up any 1 or 2 caps. We do have another round to go into, but very impressive. As we stated before, Versatile coming up huge, 13-11.
Exactly, so
picking up another kill.
Man, I mean, it was on the Paradox side. The thing is, I don't know if you know about this, but you can slide into, I mean, no matter whatever angle you come through, you can slide into the portal. But the thing is if there's an enemy player laying on top of the portal, you can't go in and get that capture. So what he did, I actually saw it on the mini map, was he went behind him and he was laying on the portal, so he couldn't go in. And I think he knifed him, and he went in after he got that kill. So second match or not domination, I almost said domination. Second match here on Blitz Octane is going to be 8-4. They have 5 minutes to make a move here. Paradox to keep themselves in this game.
So, looking at this Blitz game, what would you say would be the preferred side?
You see, I think
because I know on some maps there are those preferred sides, or players prefer certain sides.
Right here, it just all depends on how the enemy team is playing. That's one of the biggest things you have to see. Oh my gosh, just Mathena is going to go ahead and get a kill here, waiting for that time and just rallying points. He's going to go in for yet another capture, and look at where the enemy team is. They're all on the left side or the right side of the map, and just not doing good for them. They are trying to get the points, but if they're trying to get points and not having anybody defend, it's just not going to work out for them.
Right, Wash is doing a really good job as we have Nelson setting up on these double hundies, just kind of watching these areas. He's going to pick up the bottom broken. I don't know if he picks up that kill or not, but he's doing a really good job of just facilitating this entire left side of the map. And it's something we talked about, ARs being a big deal on this map, really taking control in certain teams. And now you got to think, Washed is up by 5 caps. They're going to want to control the map a lot better, opposed to them what they kind of did where they were just running around with subs and just taking over. But I love the style of play that Nelson is taking here. He's been alive for quite some time now, just kind of assisting his teammates through the side, and I would imagine that they would be wanting to push through this broken side.
He's going crazy right now. Even though he is staying back, he is getting a lot of kills because he has a lot of lines of sight to where they're going to be spawning. Right. I mean, they got bottom broken, they have bottom gas, they have over towards the pawn side, and he's going to be able to see all of them. So I mean, he's 16-8. He was 15-8 a second ago, but 16-8 with 1 capture. And I mean, he is playing the Slayer role, obviously, only 1 capture. So he's doing really, really good stuff right here. As I mean, this team down or up by 5 points, Washed.
Now let's see what Washed does. Is that their AR support has gone down as Versatile. As I say that, Versatile gets taken out in the middle of the map, and now we'll actually have Paradox Gaming pushing to the other side as they go 3 down for just a quick moment.
Exactly. So, I mean, versatile, you can see that he's going to try to go for the right side of the map. And if you look at the mini-map once again, it doesn't look like anybody's going to be back there to defend that.